big European.
Let's see if they can maintain
Damage, and K-Corp will get back into the lead. Had me in the first. Oh. Not the Fnatic trap, but still a lot of silence. K-Corp trying to mask their steps, making it look like they went to the opposite site. Sugetsu doesn't give them the option, but K-Corp will make their way towards the site. Chronicle has been marked, and he lands a beautiful headshot, and it's a double that dwindles the forces of K-Corp. There's 12 seconds left. You have to dislodge Poster, and no way we're bringing out the knife at EWC. Aves does get the finish, though, and Kayak's on the way.
Just enough time, just enough time. Vez onto Kayak straight afterwards. Barely got that plant in towards. And Casey waited patiently a long time. In fact, they waited long enough. The Poster actually rotated back. There was some moments there where Chronicle was left by himself. And well, Chronicle, even by himself, able to do a lot, as we saw in terms of the two that he found. But Vez, at the end of the day, he'll be able to get that situation under control. Powered through from Elite as well, who tucked away in B main, waiting for his timing. Catches a stray Crashies and then gets his way onto site.
Great 3K from Aves, and really had me in the first half when he took the knife out, but that is the threat. Crashies, oh my god! Even the shock bolts on the other side. K-Corp reading Fnatic's
Comes out. See.
Both in the pistol.
Alpha at the she's down. And despite all the Alpha's efforts trying to work his way through short, he'll find himself the one, and that's all he'll get.
They bring 4 Stingers into the next, and the B hits. You kind of swapped into 2 different play styles. A K-Corp side that planned it until the very last second, to an anti-eco that stormed the trenches and caught Fnatic completely off guard. So is it going to be a B hit once again? It's been successful on both times.
I mean, this comp coming through from Casey, it's a lot of smokes and a lot of info. You have a lot of scan abilities where drop the smokes in there, potentially get the opportunity to fire through the smokes. I mean, that was one of those situations that we saw right there. Bursting out through those smokes could be Martin on that Yoru. So a bit of a unique comp given there's not going to be a sentinel. I will be a little bit worried on the defensive side, but for now, looking good on the offense.
Okay, Kayak, good mark too. And you see Crashies already adapting his positioning, not being right next to the door where the Sova darts could come his way. So more towards this market side, and he holds down mid 2 and 3. There's nothing to stop him. And K-Corp will not be able to convert this bonus.
Yeah, gets the scan a couple times over towards B main, then holds it down in market. Of course, Stingers into the Phantom there. Crashy survives on 5 HP. With Kayak being the only one down, it's near flawless coming on through. Good bounce back from Fnatic. Obviously, KC needed to do something very special here in terms of being able to rush in on Stingers to be able to surprise Fnatic again. But yeah, that wasn't going to happen through B main.
A good awareness from Crashies. Okay, it was a little too quiet at B main. Let's check out mid and kind of to balance that role. Fnatic have had good reads so far. We got a dimensional drift already for Martin.
Yep, in 3 rounds. So that would be one to look out for. In particular as well, a lot of smokes to play into. You're going to have a situation where Martin can end his dimensional drift inside of a friendly smoke, flash out of it, make some plays.
Who's next?
And here we go, straight away. Not wasting any time, straight in mid.
Dimensional drift will be able to fall back if needed, droning up through B main, getting all the way at the back to access that back room. Now very sure, 3 on the B site, and Aves just pick one on Catwalk, so it opens up the options of K-Corp, and while Crashies is smoked off, K-Corp have options.
That's a huge kill on short, because now as they work their way across mid, in towards B, okay, Chronicle's going to slow it down. Spike confirmed as well. Chronicle's actually slowed it down enough that this is no longer really that good.
Chronicle does drop the spike, and he's being held. Poster needs to be on the way soon, and man, Chronicle is a pillar more! At 1 HP with a dream! Breaks down the chances of K-Corp, now 1 versus 1.
Chronicle's still alive.
Chronicle's
He's
alive.
still alive on
Wait,
1.
1 HP, oh my god. There he is.
1 versus 1 HP is what you're saying there.
Yeah, right.
As Fnatic keep this one alive just off the back of Chronicle. I was going to say as well, you have Martin in the back of sight, just waiting for the rest of KC to link up with him. But Kron stands strong over on B main, and now how do you collect this spike? It's really going to be quite difficult. Has to be a flash through minimum.
Flash is already trying to get an angle through the window out first. It makes contact, almost good isolation, but Kayak with the late swing evens things up for Fnatic.
And the way that round breaks down again, they get the kill in the short, forcing rotations over from Fnatic all the way over towards A. Suddenly things looking good on the B side. Just got to link up with your Yoru. And one player on Fnatic just completely ruins the day. He's going to get the Steel Garden off that as well. Just take a look at how this goes through. In fact, that first going to Vez, dangerous. Vez puts him down to 1. Man, Vez, once he gets the combat report and 1, realizes that he did so much damage only to not get the kill and put him down to 1. A little bit upsetting, I'm sure.
Slower default from K-Corp 2-3 with Spike left side. What Nightfall really need to assess the Fnatic approach on the defense. How close are they going to be to B main? At least initially in the mid scramble, as Fnatic don't even see where the threat is, but they felt it. Kayak is down.
Fnatic still want to play over towards mid though. Not to be done just yet. Drone through, a little bit of information. As a reminder, a couple low HP members of Vez and Saigetsu took some licks through that trade. And a beautiful shot onto Alpha. No opportunity to rendezvous out.
Maybe just wanted to play the corner and see if KC would walk through that market side like they did in the past. So K-Corp managing to do quite well this round, 5v3 with the weaponry they have, but their positioning at B has been revealed, and Fnatic are going to start to posture towards mid, I would think. They're going to keep an eye on A still.
They got good numbers. This is KC's opportunity, but they're going into Chronicle again. Chronicle Steel Guard is not going to do a lot here, but the Nightfall does catch Chronicle.
And you still have the Steel Garden, and Chronicle thinks he can pull off another multi-kill, but K-Corp, they lock in, and they lock down the site as well. Thought Chronicle would have had a chance to back away, maybe use the ult, and the rotations didn't come fast enough, 12 seconds.
It wouldn't have done anything because there's too many pistols on the side of KC anyway, so you're not really removing any guns. Just trusting in his aim to try and slow it down as he did in a previous round, and now Bosa and Crashies. Hunter's Fury could be good to at least clear some angles. There's so much to clear through here. Good news is there's plenty of HP. There's still only 2 pistols on the side of Karmine Corp. This is going to be a back out. Yeah, Fnatic not thinking their chances are good. A sort of thrifty comeback from KC on this round 5.
Quite impressive to just be able to slow down the round and really figured out the Sentinel setup, as Boaster's going to force some repurchases, or at least do some damage, and K-Corp will get back into the lead. It's been a lot of B hits, so surely Fnatic just start stacking more and more on the left side.
Would have been dragged across the map a couple times. They wanted to play through mid, and that's where things got a little bit dicey for them. Just didn't quite have the numbers this time around. Unfortunate situation for Alpha. Wait till he gets the offer a little bit later on, or maybe at all. I mean, it starts out with this scan, taking down Kayak, and then onto Alpha later on. Chronicle can only do so much to hold on. Boaster even giving up his life towards the end there. A little bit strange that he would consider going for this one with Crashies back on out, although I'll take a look at where his ultimate is. Maybe he was just thinking about farming something up or doing a little bit more damage on a place that had rifles online. Here we go into the round 6. You want to see a little bit more of a stack up over towards the B side. Well, it is Kayak on the line.
Crashies already sensing danger in mid and gets an initial sense on Aves, gets him to half, and we'll just continue to patrol that side because he trusts Chronicle to keep B on lock, and now the Steel Garden could really hurt. But you can always just rely on what picks, what isolations you can get off the Vice Wall first.
I think we're finally going to go over towards the A side for KC. They're taking some time to do that. My team barely gets out alive. He is out alive, and that's the important thing here. Bosa playing inside smoke. He is smoked out. Stinger in hand, and have to back away.
And here's the charge from KC, but there is the duelist at the front, and what? How were two backs being turned, Kayak? Fnatic are fearless with these peaks. Now the AWP rings true. As Fnatic take back control of this round, but there's still one left, and it's Martin who has to get the spike back. Knowing Tree is in position through glass, he can't do enough, and we're tied once again.
It's another big round coming through from Alpha after what we saw on Sunset. Obviously a little bit slow early on so far in Ascent. But once the operator is in his hand, like Achilleo said, this man is dangerous. You know these rounds are going to get a little bit sweaty. But for KC, trying their best to get a couple rounds in a row, but these last four have been 3 gone away for Fnatic, and the money situation just hasn't looked pretty. So we're going to see tactical pause come through. Double ults online, of course, for the side of Karmine Corp. And for Fnatic, plenty more to play through. One away from Tor, not that Alpha needs it. But the operator in hand now has to be respected. Mid's going to have to... You want to... Arrived and watching the Sentinels DRX game, Rob Moore treated them to some issues communicating.
Should, because that's where Fnatic are rotating from, and Sugetsu has to watch the flank. He's going to make contact with Crashies very soon while wanting to also seal off Tree and that door. Istanak has a lineup to go assess what's on the other side. A Steel Garden is pulled, and I don't know if it's really going to be enough. K-Corp only have 2 weapons left. Fnatic still have to defuse though, so K-Corp have to extend their lives as best as they can, and Elite not feeling so much, can't connect with his teammate as smoke separates them both.
2 of the sharpest players that we got on Sunset not hitting their shots, unfortunately. Yes, they get their weapons taken away by Chronicle's ultimate. But once the Phantom was back in the hand from across the map, one in Heaven, one in A main, neither Elite nor Sugetsu, particularly Sugetsu, who was winning 2 clutches previously on Sunset, able to bring through even a single kill there. If things got a little bit dicey, Kayak, of course, the Dimensional Drift, able to get a little bit more action in there for Fnatic, but now they've taken the lead in this map 4 and 3. String a couple together, putting the money into contention for the side of Karmine, as not everyone will be able to afford full armors. In fact, there's not a single full armor in there, but at least they have a few ults to play through.
Op set up in mid, it'll be smoked off, so the threat will still loom. K-Corp could also Hunter's Fury their way in, and going back to B wouldn't be too bad, because both A attempts have failed. But it did take Fnatic to the end to try and defuse. You're going to Prowler through trees, so which you can get, and a shot from Alpha gives first blood to Fnatic.
You have to respect those meds. You know the opposite play. You know he could be anywhere. And now Chronicle's going to come through a big flash, and he'll collect multiple. Share to block out the next play from coming on in. Martin can't even help until the share falls.
Beautiful play from Chronicle. And now K-Corp have to do what they can with what they have left. And definitely not feeling safe. Maybe a little bit more safe with the door being closed. You got Bodyguard, Elite, checking cards as Fnatic come in. But I'm worried about Alpha getting on the high ground. Smoke could be in place to help.
Fnatic have all this util that they have everything. Couple of flashes, paranoia, and they're even going to pop in the Dimensional Drift. I mean, this round really should just be over. Casey are in so much trouble.
Martin and Elite are close together, trying to get into hell, and the shotgun chases, gets close enough, and Fnatic extend the lead.
I mean, perfect. You just get the paranoia directly on top of the targets. They can't get out of the way at all. Closing the gap that Althea might have missed the first shot, but the second will ring on true, keeping every weapon they need. Chronicle the only one falling, but Chronicle did more than enough. He's 12 and 4 so far, shutting down multiple times. Plays coming through on A, and that time with a bit of assistance.
And my God.
Sugetsu's double controllers. Surely that's enough smokes, and Sugetsu is just not going to get anything done there. He tried to be tricky, but Alpha's too sharp, too good. And speaking of info plays coming in through, was that a tag through the wall? I think it might have been.
Yeah, definitely creases Jordans on that one. With 4 sheriffs, we got time to shop for some new ones. But Aviz tries to even things up. Got mid control and droning out. Fnatic will get to see how far K-Corp have gone.
And Crashies needs to hold market as well, because that's where the rendezvous is. If Alfaya gets in trouble, he's going to end up TPing directly into the hands of more KC players.
Oh, this is collidable. Oh, the timing! That looks so collidable.
He just needed to respect the Cosmic Divide because he understood that Crashes also fell back.
Wow, wait, these sheriffs are doing the Lord's work. Fnatic at first blood. K-Corp are fighting their way back. What is with these sheriffs? There's only one in town, and it's Martine. And friends and crew. Alpha gets flashed and thought they had gotten ahead of himself. This is thriftyable. And they stole the
This is the thrifty. In fact, I'm pretty sure it's going to be done here. Sadek still has ultimate as well. He's playing on-site, which could get a little bit tricky. But Chronicle has so much work to do here. Doesn't quite have ultimate. Not that it would be that useful. Only against Martine's op. Testing the waters. One Arc Rose to use. Oh,
Player
okay,
in
here we go.
main, wait a minute. Chronicle has the reaction too, knowing that person in main tries to isolate, heard them escape, so only one thing to focus on, and it's Chronicle hurrying up, and does get the shot through the wall, and one on the other box, and it is a thrifty after all!
That got tight. Chronicle nearly delivered magic. Greatest player of all time in Valorant. You know he's good for the clutch, but Elite just a little bit better today. It's Elite and Sagetsu that was so good in that previous map, and now Elite delivers more. Multiple Sheriff kills. My God, that guy is good. Suddenly, Martine getting his own kills, putting Alpha on an island, full flashed out, nothing to do, gives the Operator over, and still Chronicle nearly wins that 1v3.
And to stop the 3-round win streak, it's crazy. Martine now will lead with Dimensional Drift, all about info. See how aggressive he wants to be. Decloak in hell, maybe jump up in heaven. Sova around the corner. Crash, he's ready to assess. He's got recon too. He can play safe while his smoker, Boaster, his captain, is smoked off over at window. And it's K-Corp trading blow for blow and spike down.
Really well played there by Kayak. Good patience shown. Might even get a timing, and does. Sadek, really unfortunate. Didn't think that the swing was going to come through. Indeed it does. Door blocking the way.
Steel Garden from Chronicle. K-Corp trying to hold the bunker down. They have no space to work with besides trying to cheese at the corner, which Alves gets away with. Now 1 versus 3. The element of surprise, but the spike's on the other side. Now have to check so much. Great coordination from Fnatic in the end, and they'll keep their lead by 2.
Yeah, Kayak did well there. Eventually working off the fact that Althea dies to be able to get the trade. Sadek gone, and then once the Steel Garden comes on through, the players that wouldn't have been able to dodge the Steel Garden was Sadek over towards A main. Because he's out of the picture, everyone else is going to get caught. And Chronicle this time, 2 Steel Gardens so far within the first 10 rounds. Really comes through from the fact that, I mean, you can just look at his score and you know what he's up to these days. Able to deal so much damage. Nearly got that 1v3 towards the end there. But just getting enough kills that he's just popping through these ultimates and finally finding massive value as we're nearly finished on this half.
Another Sheriff round, but hey, last time this happened, K-Corp really popped off with it. It was a thrifty. Now the Prowler will force Boaster back, who will hold through window, unsmoked and unperturbed for now. K-Corp hold their ground.
Trademark will slow things down slightly, Paranoia as well. Sagetsu's going to fall off slightly here. Watch for Martine's still hanging out around A. Obviously, he can get Crash backwards. That expires now. He might even just tuck his way into Wine. Spike is heavily uncommitted at this stage, so they still have to pick that one up and decide where they want to go.
Yeah, Fnatic don't want to play close to any of this Fade util, so they don't have to reveal their position unnecessarily. K-Corp just want to be able to early peek and get a lucky headshot as they did on that thrifty round.
That smoke's been defeated as well. Boaster put that one over towards A main, but because you already have Sagetsu Martine tucked away, he knows there's no push down from Fnatic. So it will be an A finish. They're going to be walking to Alpha. He will rendezvous away, and there's still a trademark there.
Yeah, and walking into Thorns too, a lot. On what Alpha can withstand. He decides to teleport out, giving out that real estate and let K-Corp make their trail in, and it's the Hunter's Fury from the attacking side investing in such a low buy round, and we're left with a 2 versus 1. Can K-Corp do it again? It's 8 seconds though, and Chronicle's on his way quietly. Alves will have a heads up. Chronicle's gonna make contact with the planter, and that's bait as Alves decides to look away, but it's another thrifty for K-Corp.
Alves, massive stuff there. 4K, he walks on in, supported by the team, and everyone else around him falls, but he does not. Don't get the coup de grace onto Chronicle as well. There's too many positions to look. He knows where one player is going for the plant, but Vez completely unknown. Crashing was hoping for more as well. Had a scan onto a secondary player, but just couldn't find the kill. Neither could Alpha, holding his line over towards short, instantly having to rendezvous, not wanting to overstay his welcome, but not able to slow down Casey either. So we might find ourselves at a 6-6 by the time this last round is done.
Yeah, if they can convert a rifle round, which so far give them sheriffs and magic will happen. You also have a Stinger and a Guardian from Fnatic, but now a more stacked tree side. That's where Kayak is, alongside Boaster. And one away from the dimensional drift to get some information, so K-Corp can go in with confidence, but now trying to assess where is that Vice util, and Elite just takes, it's the tip of the spear.
He just straight up swings that one and just gets that open and killed the Chronicle, who's been the top player in the lobby so far, not just for Fnatic, but for everybody. What confidence coming through from, I would have said, our Turkish Sentinel player right now into Astra. Double ult's being played.
Rifle and Cosmic Divide,
but
everything being thrown for A, and Fnatic don't budge. They anchor for now. K-Corp start to reestablish over at B. They'll cross 2 into market. Let's see if Crashies can do it again. And he stays as hidden. Fnatic makes his mark over at B. Now it's up to Crashies to hold the door.
Wow.
Will not be swayed by the Yoru clone. And a multi-kill once again. K-Corp are left with just the lead, who opened up with the first blood.
Yeah, it was Boaster first, but really you look over towards Crashies, didn't eat the paranoia, and he's good for it. And now this is just going to be the end. Dimensional Drift spotting things out for the Hunter's Fury. Elite may be dancing around, but he can only dance so much. He only learned two moves as well. As unfortunately,
it's the tip of the spear. Side both. Lucky headshot as they did not.
it's tucked trademark there.
Yeah, and walking into Thorns too, a lot rides on what Alpha can withstand. He decides to teleport out, giving out that real estate and let K-Corp make their trail in, and it's the Hunter's Fury from the attacking side investing in such a low buy round, and we're left with a 2 versus 1. Can K-Corp do it again? It's 8 seconds though, and Chronicle's on his way.
About to be another insane Elite pistol. Alpha, oh, this angle is nice. Retake till now.
Recon will assess top mid and could be a market push, which all rides on Sugetsu to hold.
And you can see, okay, well, first of all, first blood found by Chronicle. Martin's gone. That was a double face as well. Vez just couldn't really follow through until now.
Okay. Ava's taking care of business, but now business has gone elsewhere. This Fnatic droning up through A main, taking their time. There's so many smokes around window and tree area, and are they gonna push past this? Fnatic could be wrapping around. Sugetsu senses something and decides to back away.
Oh, glass has been broken. He got that info. He's hearing footsteps as well. This could be really huge for Sugetsu. Sees a barrel. It gets
right
more through the smoke.
Right through the smoke. And now it's the mind game between him and Alpha.
30 seconds left.
They're gonna call it a truce.
Time.
Fnatic are going elsewhere too.
Yeah, they have to. They got to move right now. It's just Crashies and Alpha.
Oh,
Back
this
over
is
towards
big
B.
for Alpha. Oh, 2 HP. Alpha's on his last life too. And he'll have to hold this back for his planter to hurry up to B.
The retake will have to
10
come through
seconds
now.
left.
Just barely enough time to plant. Alpha, oh, this angle is nice.
They're gonna expect it. What? You blink and you miss it. Naves will bait for Elite. The teleport out. Elite has to now re-clear, not knowing if this chamber could wrap around, come from behind yet again. Crashies on the side of the site, not within, not in the back room. Elite, is gonna about to give him a haircut. One down, one to go. He's gonna smoke himself off, get the defuse to have, potentially even stick it, and there is the chamber emerging. It's 4 for Alpha and pistol for Fnatic.
It was about to be another insane Elite pistol round coming on through. You can see he was a little surprised that Crashy saw the armor there. If that was a straight up 1v1 face, Elite might not win that one, given that he only had the Ghost versus the light armor. However, good as ever. Alpha, dependable. Even though this moment comes on through, Alpha's thinking, I'm half out. Do I really want to push my luck pushing through the smoke? No. Play slower. Assist Crashies. Fall off a little bit. Find these angles over towards defender spawn. It gets the numbers down. And then when it comes down to it, in the 1 versus 1, he finds a shot first, and now the Outlaw in hand.
We'll make first contact with Martin if things go well for him, while K-Corp keep 2 around A.
You can see how aggressive KC have to be sometimes to fill these gaps. It's not going to be like a team that can just leave an alarm bot in mid. Sugetsu has to be there with his own body. Smokes won't be enough, but of course also KC on pistols, wanting to push up.
Alpha tries to get eyes and now has to back away because of that drone, and he's revealed, and that means Sugetsu gets to farm, and well, farm 1 at least. We don't have to look at that too much. It's 3 versus 3 though. K-Corp on these lower buys are something else, but Sugetsu is playing chicken, and the wall's the only protection. Chronicle writes a good piece. It's 3 in his favor. And Sadak,
He might get a gun.
Good luck.
Find something around the corner here. He will find Boaster, but he's missing. Okay, well, he'll get Boaster down. That's good. He probably was unlikely to find more than that, given there was just no gun on the floor for him to pick up an upgrade. Even a sheriff would have been pretty nice there for Sadak, but IGL violence. We're going to get to 9-5 in the scoreline. Pistols being won by Fnatic, and this is a very important gun round now. Otherwise, this gap is just going to develop even further. The economy is never going to truly recover for KC. You've had some thoughts about their gun rounds already. Now this is the one that counts.
yeah. And if you can count past 3, you're a fan of Alpha, 4K in the pistol, Chronicle with the 4K in the anti-eco. Fnatic are popping off when it matters the most. I'm wondering how Aves takes this situation, because he's tried to walk up B main and now has to play his life after taking initial damage.
Oh, look how far, yeah, Martin. Very interesting position. He, of course, has the Great Crash ready to go. That's possibly info as well. This is it. Big kill. Catches Crash. While he's inside the drone, doesn't see it coming. Gate crashes away. No punish at all.
That's the second time Crashies has been kind of caught off guard.
Here.
with a misread of K-Corp sneaking up on him.
I think the drone there was to clear things out, and well, this flash works out in favor for Sagetsu, so Crashes kind of smells something happening, but
Time to jump.
no time to react.
Oh. TPing within the site would be so risky for Kayak.
Not ready yet.
Deciding against it.
Destroyed.
Time's getting low here. This is going to be one of those hashtag Fnatic rounds.
30 seconds left.
Don't take any longer. This is going to end up being a save as well. They've lost 2. Numbers don't look good, but just barely enough. If they can speed up right now, they can still burst on towards A, get a quick plant.
Right here.
Again, because there's no sentinel of defense, they don't have to worry about trips or alarm bots or anything to slow them down.
Paranoia and a flash.
10 seconds.
Okay.
Now hearing that orb.
They're just going to take orb and leave. Yeah, okay. No time now. Take orb and leave, and that's all they can
I
do.
got him Steel Garden, I think, so that'll be good for the next.
Doesn't feel good to have a 3-man save on the offense, but Fnatic will play for the stats. As the KC fans will be happy with that one behind us. A few Van Chounts coming on through. KC finally recovering a little bit here first. Round and a half going their way, a gun round going their way, and a couple of nice opening frags played by Martin straight onto Crises. And they're denying any moves from Fnatic onto B.
K-Corp won a rifle round, so hold on to your horses. The lead has not gotten too out of hand, usually between 2 or 3, so got to start worrying if Fnatic gets to double digits and how impactful the Steel Garden will be.
Big move up again in mid. Martin once more. Feels like he's got the hot hand so far. Certainly had the timing. Playing through smokes. He's been flashed.
Oh, I thought he teleported out either way. Fnatic,
He got out. Sagetsu
Yeah.
did not.
not so lucky. But look at this double walk up at B main. We've seen this from Aves before, but now he's got a friend.
Yeah, just testing the waters, but there is a share there. Still, it's going to come through from the A short side.
Cutting through.
Exploration, though, from Crashies. I think Fnatic might end up tilting over once they realize market and B is open a little. Especially with the door being closed here. Look at the deep... Wow, what a shot. Well, that's going to shut that down. I was going to say, there's a deep gate crash coming through as well, and Martin's going to flank big time. Look at Martin.
Let's see if that will develop in time. You got a 1v1 with Sadak and Chronicle for the spike, which would be difficult for Fnatic to retake considering Boaster is far and away.
30 seconds left.
Slow Fnatic round. This time, it's going to be hard to save. It's probably not going to happen at all. Martin's about to find his timing. Chronicles testing waters on the site, but he's going to run out of time to plant. Needs some help from Boaster, who
High
still
low.
does have a util.
Oh, I thought it was a high-low.
It's low.
Wow, even while blinded, Elite
down A.
converts. And seconds left, and it's yet another round that Fnatic just run out of time. And K-Corp are okay with them eating all of that time. They keep backing away and backing away.
Yeah. KC fans really piping up now. Yeah, they're loving that one. As we start to get into the swing of things a little bit here for KC, forcing 2 saves in a row. To be honest, I respect both. Out
Which could have been cream.
team's energy. Not as pleased about the last 2 rounds. However, plenty to be happy. Punish that. It really was there. Walked into mid, searching. I have, of course, rounds are through it. For it. At least Aves was able to get this kill because Crashies only has a pistol. It was a slow field. It really walked into mid several times. And Fnatic want to punish that. It really was this. Sadak just wasn't in position to follow through at all. And once the slow field develops after the tour de force kill, it's just hard for Sadak to walk forward. At least Aves was able to get this kill because Crashies only has a pistol. And Fnatic have found their 10 now.
To a more passive style, which rewarded them in the past and ate up a lot of Fnatic's time bank.
A gift.
It's Martin's time to snipe. He wants a little bit of that action. As a reminder, Alpha didn't have an op, that was just a taunt. This could be range advantage found by Martin here. But no one from Fnatic developing mid just yet. Could be a couple still coming through.
Very safe peeks from K-Corp, hiding away. I mean, they had that crossfire over at top mid, and that got punished, so...
Beautiful. Sadak
Oh,
got
it's
his revenge.
Sadak. Opens it up. But now you worry about mid. That's the only thing K-Corp don't know about.
Just under the wall. Ooh, spots ahead. Doesn't get the... Did he?
It was the clone.
Oh, never mind. Well, that would have been a decent opening, though. She's ahead of a clone. That is going to be Kaya. Glad that he sent that one out instead of actually using his own body.
Teleport gonna be shot as a distraction, and look how much map control Fnatic have done. Chronicle has paved his way solo. Main character energy all the way through B, wrapping around through the defender spawn.
And Kaya just knows as well that this is going to end up being peaks from KC.
10 seconds left.
KC going to be using their own eyes to check for information. Chronicle as well, as you said,
Spike
just
planted.
walking over towards B. Moment KC to walk away. It's really just 12. Fnatic themselves be up to 11. What was the score? 11-6.
Yeah, when I came here.
That's the thing, though. Fnatic is such a stable team. KC.
One enemy.
To still being great here.
Martin's walk forward again. He might be able to find a shot onto Alpha if he is lucky. This could be interesting. Does Alpha know to look down? Oh, yep. Martin missed, so that's a problem. Martin actually may have gotten that kill, but Althea just in time. Even got the rendezvous out as well. Man, that is a missed opportunity and a half.
Having to turn around a 4v5. K-Corp are also trying to change things up and go for different looks and not just shy away and be scared. Or Fnatic are going to run away with this game and run away into the semifinal.
And by the way, Alpha took no damage from that. Martin missed both the Guardian shots. And Alpha is considering the fact that Sagetsu still might be there. That's going to be confirmed very quickly. Sagetsu needs to get out.
Dimensional drift to go look out through B, and it's an early nightfall to try and stop any follow-up. If Fnatic were trying to hit it quickly, so that's not going to get value, so Fnatic will pivot, use the Steel Garden. Paranoia opens up through Tree, and the one to hold it back is Elite, already sitting through in heaven. Paranoia, oh, Chronicle with the tap! Another round where Chronicle muscles for Fnatic. It was a 3K last round, another multi-kill here, and a multi-kill, a 4K from Chronicle in the anti-eco in the second half. He is insane today.
And now it's the match point that KC have been dreading. And of course, that particular round, the key thing that you see here, of course, after, unfortunately, Martin doesn't quite get the shot in, is the fact that you have the Nightfall coming through from Mavez on towards B, showing the lack of information they're dealing with. He doesn't know where Fnatic are coming from. As soon as the Fnatic speed up happens, he's concerned that he's about to get flooded, sends the Nightfall away, but that's not actually where the hit is. And KC again are going to walk up. They've walked up so many times. Look how many plays from Fnatic are at the top of mid so far. They're ready to punish this. What they do is Martin down, Sagetsu to follow, and I think the round is basically done. The tournament for KC may be done.
Hunter's Fury could be what saves it, but Sadak is kind of right in the middle of the party. And Fnatic don't need invitations. They just kick the door down. They're within the A site, and Aves tries to rejoin Sadak's side, and Sadak won't even get to use the ultimate. It's gonna be all over, and Aves crumbles, and so do K-Corp. The French stay silent, and Fnatic to the top 4.
It's Fnatic, your runners-up from Masters Toronto, that will move on 2-0 in this series. Stable as ever, good as ever. We haven't seen them since the first day. And they used that time well, rested, prepared. And in the top 8, now they will get the rematch versus